Good day, everyone. My name is Arc3. Today, I will be presenting to you the July Road Ahead post, and this will be my first video of many covering games that I love, such as Swgoh. So let's get started. So the road ahead for July 2021 has dropped upon us, and I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, especially this is my first video, but for us free-to-play players out there, this is a difficult post to take in, and the upcoming nerfs to certain characters to counter Galactic Legends is a difficult pill to swallow as well. So besides that, what's inside? So we have three new characters coming, Relic 9, and quality to life changes to Conquest. So let's discuss each one by one. So first, we have three new characters. So the first one is the Executor. So the Executor is a capital ship, and this will be the new capital ship for bounty hunters. So bounty hunters now will have a home, but as you can see, it is gated by high relic characters, even though the ships are easy to get. Well, not easy because the fleet node character drops, no character shipment drops is still one, but nevertheless, it's still very low star count, 4 stars. But for characters, it's very high. So this is gated, and my impression for this is kind of random because I was not expecting the executor to come into the game, especially that it's a capital ship for bounty hunters, and the executor is an imperial ship. So this is kind of strange that they just introduced this. Feels kind of forced, but it is what it is. So next we will have Maul as the new Conquest character. So if you want to see his polygon, so this is how he looks like soon. And according to the devs, he will have the Mandalorian tag. So this is important, and this is kind of okay for me. Hopefully he will also have the Scoundrel tag. But the Mandalorian tag is kind of justified simply because he was actually the leader of Mandalore for quite some time before the age of the empire, and of course we hope that he will have the scoundrel tag simply because he was also the leader of the shadow collective. So, and one of the things that was highlighted by the developers was that this character will elevate the upcoming GL team, which is Lord Vader, similar to what Ahsoka Tano did to GMK, the new one, which we commonly known as Cat. So hopefully, even if Maul will elevate Lord Vader's team, he can have synergy with Scoundrels and Mandalorians, as the Mandalorian faction needs a boost in terms of their viability in the game. Last character I want to discuss is Galactic Legend Lord Vader. So this is how he looks like in terms of his polygon and his design in the game, hopefully. And of course, his requirements has been dropped. So we have Hunter, Tech, Wrecker, Tusken Raider, and Padme Amidala. So I have no concerns with this first three, as Bad Batch is a top 10 tier in the game. But I believe this is the first time we will be having three marquees as part of a GL requirement. Because previously, if I remember correctly, the first 5 Galactic Legends we had required only 2 marquee characters. So this is actually a first. And of course, they already gave a sneak peek for Group 3, which is Gas at Relic 8. So again, this is a bit gated for those who are doing this free to play. All right, so next is Conquest. So they didn't discuss the Conquest quality of life changes since it's in the video. So let's fast forward it to where it was. There. So for Conquest, they will be using Conquest energy now instead of previously when we're swapping data disks, we are using Conquest currency. Now they'll be using energy. So this is good simply because this would allow us to use Conquest currency to get gear or get character shards. So at least they're easing it up a bit, but then it's using energy, so we might be using our crystals for energy refreshes, but let's see how it goes, as we don't know how much energy we will be using to swap out data disks. And this would free up opportunities as well to do some theory crafting and experimentation within Conquest. So hopefully this would make the game mode fun, because personally I find it a bit stale after like 3 or 4 months down since I returned to the game. The last thing I want to discuss are the character changes. So before I get right into it, I would like to give a big shout out to Sashi Place for creating this wonderful Google Doc. So what's inside this Google Doc? It's technically all of the changes CG will be making a month from now for the characters that are cornerstones to countering Galactic Legends. So if you wanna see this, I will put the link in the description of this video down below. So there's a lot of text here, but to quickly summarize it, the defense changes will occur a month from now, and these changes would affect characters countering Galactic Legends. So there will be nerfing characters such as Darth Vader, Thoron, Gas, JKL, Watamber actually, and then buffing these characters so that they'll be more raid viable. So it's like creating two metas already. So one would be for Galactic Legends, those people having Galactic Legends and those without. And personally, this is not a good idea, simply because for character collecting games, you would rather have a mixture of diversity in terms of the meta. Like, even if you have an overpowered character in the game, they can still be countered by previous characters introduced, or they introduce certain patches to make old characters more viable to defeat newer characters, so that the meta won't get stale and people would have fun. This actually also kills creativity, as normally we would have like fury crafting and team mixture from different factions so that they can defeat new characters, but it seems like CG is veering away from that kind of state and entering into like a more structured fixed team sort of meta. So that's actually all for today. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.